It's beautiful how easy it is um, to find some calm, some ease. How easy it is when we come together in this simple way, just sitting quietly together. How easy suddenly there's some release or some relief. There's nothing to do here. I can just allow myself to be and to sit, and this is really my invitation to you is to make this an opportunity, a possibility for you this moment to just be with you in the most simple way, kindly. And noticing how you are in this moment and giving space to that, like checking in. And I invite you to make a shift from the importance we usually give to the thinking, to the thoughts, to the judgments, to comparison and competition. So I invite you to you don't need to do something with it, but just I invite you to make a shift to just feel, wow, there's my body, my feet and my legs and my belly and my shoulders. That's me, wow, I have a body. And then notice how the floor, how the chair carries you. And this floor in this building is carried by the Scandinavian earth. So right now we are actually supported, each layer of your body is supported and held by the earth beneath you. And if you trust that, and you allow the body to find a place of balance with that, just by playing a little with your head and with your spine. And notice how even very little shifts make a difference. And then when you trust the earth, the Scandinavian earth, and maybe you notice how some of the tension. Some of the tension softens. And it's really beautiful, because I'm not asking you to be in a certain way, like to be peaceful or to be happy. So this evening is a place where you can be really unhappy. It's not a sign of spiritual progress if you're happy. Smiling. You don't need to smile. If it happens, that's nice. And sometimes it happens when we just allow ourselves to be in that place without pressure. Allow ourselves to be in that place of just being. Yeah? So then maybe a smile, like the smile of the Buddha, appears. It's just, and the smile it appears because, wow, because this is it. So, if you sit here and you feel at ease with whatever is happening, maybe you start to smile, like just without any reason. And it's sometimes nice to sit with closed eyes, like some of you already do. But if you come to a place where you notice that you start to struggle, or even worse, you start to meditate, then then just open your eyes and look around, and then just by itself there will be again awareness of breath, awareness of the body arise. It's not something you need to do. You don't need to make yourself aware of the breath. It's something which naturally happens. And sometimes you notice that you get really hooked by a fantasy, something about the past or the future or the present moment. And just notice that. Just notice that. Wow, yeah. Now I'm get really sucked into some story my conceptual mind is telling me. You don't need to do anything with it, just notice that. That's what is happening. It's beautiful if we appreciate that what is happening right now is happening by itself. This moment takes care of itself. It's not, does not need you to do something with it. Oh, beautiful how we can hear the sounds from outside and from here in the room. And equally mysterious, the appearance of your thoughts and your feelings and the sensation in your body. And the Buddha, one of the meditation instruction of the Buddha is meditate like the sky. Be like the sky. If discomfort arises, don't make a problem out of it. And listen to the stillness. Listen to the stillness not only with your ears, but with your heart, with your body. The presence of the others around you who do just the same, and they listen to the same stillness. And of course there are thoughts, mental images. They have their own life. Just like the sounds here in the room. Just like my voice. My voice are like birds flying to the sky of your awareness, leaving no trace behind. Equally, your thoughts can drift to the sky of your awareness, leaving no trace behind. Just being here, being yourself. breath, the whole body is breathing. Kind breath. Noticing the aliveness. I'm breathing, I'm alive. Dive into the vastness of your own being, into the stillness of this moment. Without boundaries, without center. To the source of the breath, which is everywhere. And your thoughts and the feelings, the sensation in your body, they are waves of that stillness, waves of that vastness, movement of awareness. They are an expression of what you're looking for. They are Buddha mind. Notice that sometimes it seems that you close the space of just being. through resistance. And a possible reminder, a possible pointer to the openness of your awareness is the question you can ask yourself: to whom is this happening? This discomfort, this worry, this judgment, this sound. To whom is that happening? Who is experiencing this? Who is having that thought? Who is having that feeling? Who is listening to this voice? So sometimes, as an option, you can play with that question. Using it to listen to the wonder. To the wonder of not knowing. And towards the end of this, sitting quietly together, Sometimes gratefulness is a support in being here, in a place where you have everything you need, in a place where the moment itself is enough. In a place where you don't expect anything else to happen because something extraordinary is already happening in this moment, and that is your life. We will never understand this moment. It will remain a mystery. Your body. A mystery. And the biggest mystery of all, awareness. And it's very simple. Nothing special. there are moments in our life where this desireless state, this desireless way of being arises. Where you feel complete. And what are the conditions for you? Conditions, attitudes you can cultivate or you can be inspired by, and also conditions which makes that possible to discover that state of fullness, that state of completion. Yeah.
For me it's very much nature.
Yeah.
Mountains or forests. Yeah. Or swimming. If I go swimming into the ocean, like if I'm like what do you call it, free diving? Yeah, it's the same.
So it could be that coming here is a condition like that. I'm not saying it should, because we are in different places and we are all also different. We are all on our personal path to the place where we are already. But it's very personal. Nobody can tell you. There's nobody in charge telling you, this is how it is. So even that, what I just said, might be wrong.
That's actually something you said before, who kind of troubled me. When you said that happiness wasn't a sign of a greater spiritual development.
Yeah.
Because when I look at the Dalai Lama or Lama Yeshe or what I call it, Desmond Tutu or persons like that, they just like immense joy and happiness.
How do you know that actually?
Because I never met them, but I met with Geshe Sherab, and just being like in the room with him, he was healing.
For you?
Yeah, and I think for everybody else, I hope so.
With the Dalai Lama, right?
Yeah, I've been talking about it.
Sorry?
Yeah, I see what you say. You know, quite a lot of the things I say because of that. Because of this kind of responses. I say things to stir up thoughts. Yeah, like yeah.
So you're being Zen. So.
No, I'm not. And the other thing is, I say it because I had a sense it can take off some pressure.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. There can be a kind of competition or comparison or it's like the pressure to be happy.
Yeah.
No. I used to hate this meditation places where you're supposed to smile. It's horrible. Breathe in and smile, breathe out and smile. Step by step and smile. And then this pressure arises. I think she's not smiling enough. She is. Well, maybe no. It's pressure on ourselves. Like, I don't smile enough. Now people think I'm not spiritual.
Yeah.
And there's also when you use the word happiness, you can use it in different can have different meanings. It can refer to feeling good. That's a common use of the word happiness, is feel good. But what I'm actually what this evening's pointing to is a happiness which is bigger. It's not the small happiness of feeling good. It's a happiness, a big happiness, which includes feeling bad. And feeling bad here means feeling the normal being alive, feeling the normal stuff as human being, being afraid and being sad and being stressed and feeling overwhelmed and being in despair sometimes. So the big happiness. And that's what I mean with what did I actually say?
You said that happiness is not
a sign of spiritual progress.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe I can specify that and say happiness, small happiness is not necessarily a sign for spiritual progress. So small happiness meaning feeling good or being peaceful. Whereas yes, there is a kind of big happiness, and you can feel really rotten, and and some of you feel quite rotten right now in your life. Maybe not right now in this moment, but like there is maybe a general rottenness around in your life. So there is, and what I'm pointing to is not something which is unfamiliar to you, because let's say some of you have a really rotten time right now, but it's not 100% equally all the time. So there are moments where you kind of you come out of that, and it can happen through a beautiful sky, or through a child, or through a moment of inspiration through music or art, or and it's maybe only short. If you're very, very rotten at the moment, then it's like but and the openness will win. That's why it always returns. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, good. If it's a question.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, good.
Sometimes for me it's harder to like, what do you call it? Rumme? What is that? Embrace other people's pain than my own.
Yeah. And what is the question?
Why?
Because we're writing.
Other people's what?
Pain. So
Pain.
it's easier for me to be with my own pain, my own sorrow, my own fear,
Okay.
than, for example, if I have a friend who has very much pain.
Yeah.
Maybe you think you need to solve the friend's pain,
Yeah, same.
so you want to play God.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Thank you.
So it's in the Buddhist approach. When we reflect on the teachings on karma, then we see that, of course, you do your best and you trust the healing power of your own presence and of your love, and you trust also that the solution, the healing, is in that person. And that through your presence and through your bravery to be with that friend in pain, that is it. That is beautiful, and that's what we can always share: our presence, our kindness. And it is actually often counterproductive to think you need to solve it, and giving advice and stressing out yourself and giving your friend through that being stressed out yourself with the pain, the sign that, hey, something is wrong with you, you better get over it because I can't stand it. And then within the teachings on karma, we learn also to accept that we are not God. So even if you are the most perfect friend and the most perfect doctor and the most perfect psychotherapist, and you have learned all the things and you continue to train, and it's not up to you. You can be a condition, and that's good enough. It's a hard job to be a support person. And in a way we all are. We all are support persons, because life is so difficult. So the people around us, like us, struggle. So we support others. It's just part of our job description here on earth. But it's really tough sometimes. I'm really those people of you who right now support someone in crisis. I would like to help you, but so I can just. I would invite you to really allow yourself to feel proud about it, and also allow yourself to sometimes feel it's too much. And sometimes it seems like that. But these are feelings which will pass. Not a feeling, this is too much, I can't stand this anymore. That will pass. Okay, so let's have a tea.
Thank you. Baby never
So let's just sit quietly. And a good place to slide into a way of being here in an effortless way is to feel your body, to notice and to fill your body with awareness. You don't need to concentrate or focus, but just shift your attention a little bit to the posture, the way you sit, and it might be supportive if you sit somewhat in a dignified way. Yeah, so really like taking your space. Without making it artificial or without putting tension into it, but just allowing the body to settle down. Notice the resonance of the activity of the break, talking and meeting others, how it still resonates in your body. Maybe there is some inspiration about that, some joy, and the joy of being connected. There's a joy of being connected with other humans. And you don't need to do anything with your mind. Maybe there's some afterthoughts about what you have been said or what you didn't say in the break. And just let that be okay. In the Tibetan tradition, this is called giving the wild horse of your mind a big pasture, a big field. Instead of trying to control it through force, you allow it to settle by itself, by giving it a big space. Gesture of welcoming, of friendship. More you allow this moment to be, more you allow yourself to be, less you suffer. There's still pain maybe, discomfort, But you don't need to suffer from discomfort. Then there's a breath coming and going. And notice how the breath is like waves on a shoreless ocean. The shoreless ocean of your awareness, the stillness. So you don't need to calm down because there's so much stillness already here. And whatever is happening for you can't disturb that stillness. Whatever tension you carry in your body can't close the openness of this moment. It's all movement of awareness. It's all movement of your natural state. Like a breeze is movement of air. Like a wave is movement of the ocean. So it's all your thoughts, your feelings, the sensation in your body, a movement of oneness. A Christian mystic would say, expressions of God. And you can't get away from it. Whatever your mind does, wherever you go with your mind. Your freedom is not in question. And again there's the earth beneath you, carrying you. And there is the heart here between us, radiating out to our families and friends. to the kindness we receive every day. And then there's the sky. We are rich. There's a content of your experience, a sensation in your body, the sounds, my voice, thoughts and mental images. And then there's presence. You are that presence. And notice how the mental images and the thoughts, how they are drawings on water. And the moment they appear, they are already gone. They don't have substance. They are less than soap bubbles. And let that presence radiate into every cell of your body, like a golden light. And maybe an area of your body particular calls for your kindness, for your care. towards the end of this sitting, we can reach out because we are connected. Awareness is not local. So we can reach out and share that golden light of awareness. And see people receiving it. People you know and people you don't know. When you take care of a person right now, see that person smiling blissfully. The whole body bathed in the golden Buddha light. Kindness, compassion. Wisdom. And radiate that golden light also into your future. When you go from here and your day starts tomorrow. Even during the night. And see yourself moving within Buddha mind. Are there any questions or comments?
It's just in the beginning you were saying that you should open your eyes if you either started being uncomfortable, or maybe exactly did you mean by that? What exactly did you mean by that?
So first, I don't think I say should. What had happened with you when you heard that? What happened with you when you heard that? What?
I probably thought that you meant that you shouldn't go into a forced meditation, but it was actually my friend who asked me, and then I couldn't really be sure what you meant.
Yeah, I think it's also an attempt for me to take away pressure. And sometimes my attempts to take away pressure, they do the opposite. Because we are so tricky, looking for pressure. It makes us feel more safe, more real. So sometimes it's the best to say nothing, but that also creates pressure. So the silence, when silence becomes a practice, it is often pressure. Whereas here sometimes I have a sense that there's like a natural silence arising, where nobody feels, oh, I need to be silent. It's just something which arises because there's nothing to say. So when I say don't meditate, and I want to poke a little also. It's like I think for some people it works for them. It takes away this pressure. This pressure of making meditation something you do, and something you need to. And if you work hard on it, you get better at it, and stuff like that. So, but also it's like poking. So and with the eyes open and closed. I think it's interesting to experiment with different ways, to sit here with closed eyes or with open eyes, and to observe or to notice that sometimes when we sit with closed eyes that we get completely lost in our inner stories. It's just like, almost not being here. So then we can sometimes notice that it is easier to just be here in an effortless way when we have our eyes open. Because also, one reason for that could be, if we kind of meditate and close eyes, and then it becomes doing something, trying to get somewhere, and constantly having the feeling of not doing it right, not being good at it. It does not really work because we have this idea of what should happen. So when I then invite people to open their eyes, then for some it can happen that it becomes like just more natural, of like just being here, and you just just in the Tibetan tradition, the emphasis in the formal practice is quite a lot of sitting with open eyes. And the reason for that is, one reason for that is that we are sitting. We are sitting in formal ways because we want to bring that space into our daily life. And we are visual people, so during the day we have our eyes open. So if we can connect with the inner peace like this, then during daily life we not always have the option to say, "Oh, just a moment, I just need to," yeah. So it is really sitting with open eyes is bringing that we are connected, we are interconnected, we are not islands. Is that connected with your question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it can also prevent falling asleep.
That's one of the reasons. Yeah, it's one of the. It's one of the points which is given
Sleep
it.
for a
as well.
long time, for example.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes in the instruction in the Tibetan tradition, they say leave them somewhat open, like just that the light comes in. So that's also an option. But then, of course, there's sometimes it's so beautiful to sit here with closed eyes. It's just you sit with closed eyes and with yourself, and so you know that's really beautiful sometimes to close your eyes, and it's like when you, particular maybe if you want to notice what is happening in your body, you want to caress your tension and dance with your breath, and then it's really nice to close your eyes. And then this instruction of that there is the option to actually open your eyes. I think that's a really helpful instruction. So that if you notice that your formal sitting, if you do a formal mindfulness practice or formal meditation practice, if it just goes like into that spiral of frustration, trying to get somewhere, and concentration, and all kinds of and it's so then you just open your eyes and you move a little bit, and and then why stay in that place, trying to force, trying to break through to peace through war with yourself. So then if you have your daily meditation practice, and you make sure that there's some nice things on your altar, nice pictures, flower, picture of your teacher, maybe a book, and then you look at it instead of riding on a wave of frustration, trying to concentrate. You just look at it and wow, it's a nice place. I really like to sit here, and I don't have to do anything. Just sitting, just bringing my body to that place, and just okay, that's it. So I'm really a fan of natural meditation. So natural meditation is what I try to trick you into. Like in the beginning, when you come and I start to talk and and it's just like we slide into that together without that there's a point of, okay, now it's going to meditate. It's like, let's yeah. So in that way, it's like, you kind of, there is no beginning. You can't actually say when this evening starts. When does it start? When you sit down here, when I come in, when I start to talk, and there's never like a point where it says, so now we meditate or something. So it's like you kind of very, very easy. You slide into being here, which you are already, of course. But it's like, and then maybe I need to also change this, yeah. But I like the sound. So this could be too much a sign that we stop something. Yeah, so that we stop something, that we stop to meditate or whatever, and that then something else happens. Yeah, but it's all the same. It's we don't stop when I do this. It's just something which happens, and then something else happens, and it's just. So maybe I let go of that, or I do it sometimes in between, like randomly. because I like the sound. So it would be a pity to not have it.
We would miss it.
Yeah. So and then maybe you can then also see now when I stop to talk and I get up, that also we don't stop. It's just
Stop what?
Yeah, stop what? Yeah. So that's stop what? So and then you kind of can have a sense of I'm always in that never-ending meditation. You can't get away from it. How? From what? Yeah, from what? You can't get away from it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
For coming and sitting here, sharing your presence. And in 2 weeks we have a weekend retreat. So if you're interested, there's still some spaces. So you can join and find the information on our website.
By the way, it says on the sign, Maribo Falster, but Maribo's on Lolland.
Oh, okay.
Takes a New Yorker to have that kind of detail. Nobody, even the Danes don't know where it is.
I lived there for many years.
Okay. So it's on Lolland then?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Where's what? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Very nice.
I know.